I thought I knew her heartbeat better than my own. But that night in the club, it was a stranger's pulse pounding through the speakers. My wife, Lila, turned 30 under strobe lights, and I watched her glow, until the DJ's voice cut through the crowd, calling her name. By the time she stepped onto that stage, my world was already fracturing. We'd been married 5 years, together for 8. Lila was my anchor, the woman who laughed at my terrible cooking and held me through my father's funeral. Her birthday was sacred, a day to spoil her, and she'd begged for a night out at Vortex, the kind of club where the bass rattles your bones. I wasn't a dancer, but for her, I'd brave the chaos. She wore a red dress that clung to her like a second skin, her dark hair spilling over her shoulders, and I couldn't stop staring. "You're trouble tonight," I teased, kissing her temple as we entered. She grinned, but her eyes darted away, just for a second. I should have noticed. The club was a fever dream, bodies pressed tight, neon lights slicing through the haze. Lila pulled me to the dance floor, her laughter bright against the thumping music. I tried to keep up, but she moved like she belonged there, her hips swaying, her hands catching the air. An hour in, I needed a break, so I leaned against the bar, watching her shine. That's when the DJ's voice boomed. "Lila, where you at? Get up here, girl." The crowd cheered, and my stomach twisted. How did he know her name? She glanced at me, her smile faltering, then wove through the crowd to the DJ booth. I pushed closer, heart thudding. The DJ, a guy with tattoos snaking up his neck, handed her a mic. "This one's for my favorite," he said, winking at her. The song started, some sultry beat she'd been humming for weeks, and she sang along, her voice low and intimate, like she was performing for him. The crowd ate it up, but I saw it. The way his hand grazed her waist, the way her eyes lingered on his. It wasn't just a performance. Back home we'd been solid, or so I thought. But there were signs I'd ignored. Her phone buzzing late at night, her girls' trips that left no photos, her sudden obsession with that damn song. I'd chalked it up to her needing space, to me working too much. Now watching her on that stage, every doubt I'd buried clawed its way up. When she came back to me flushed and laughing, I grabbed her wrist. "How does he know you?" I asked, voice tight. She pulled away, eyes flashing. "It's just a bit of fun, Mark. Don't ruin this." The rest of the night blurred. Her dancing, me drinking, the distance between us growing. At home, she went to shower, leaving her phone on the counter. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it was the DJ's smirk burned into my mind. Her messages were unlocked, and there it was, texts to Jace, the DJ. Months of them. Flirty at first, then explicit. Photos. Plans to meet. My hands shook as I read. "You make me feel alive again." My wife, my Lila, was someone else's muse. I waited in the kitchen, the phone glowing like a confession. When she emerged, towel-wrapped, I held it up. "Who's Jace?" My voice broke. Her face crumpled, not with guilt, but with defiance. "You don't get it," she said. "You're always gone, Mark. He sees me." Each word was a blade, slicing through years of trust. I wanted to scream, to beg, but all I said was it worth it? She didn't answer, just looked away. And that silence was louder than any fight. I left that night, crashing at a friend's place. The next day, I filed for divorce. Lila didn't contest it. She moved out, probably to him. I heard through mutual friends that Jace ditched her a month later. Turns out, she wasn't his only favorite. Karma's a cold comfort, but it's something. I kept the house, but it's haunted by her laughter, her perfume, the life we planned. I don't hate her. I hate how I still love her, how I check my phone for her name, knowing it won't come. Some nights I lie awake, replaying that moment in the club. The DJ's voice, her smile, the crowd's roar. I wonder if I could have stopped it, if I'd loved her louder. But the truth is, she chose to step onto that stage. And I can't unsee the stranger she became. I'm learning to live with the ache, but it's a slow bleed. Sometimes, love isn't enough to keep someone from breaking you.